Sometimes while getting experience or while trying to get experience, you might have to forfeit getting paid. For people who want to explore unpaid internships, some internships are paid, but the easiest way to get in is if you're going to just offer them your skill just for the experience. I do a good job, you can retain me, and I start getting paid. Some of you are going to have to explore that route. I sent this message to somebody earlier this morning because I'm trying to pivot into BDR because I have a business I'm trying to grow. And that is a skill that I feel like I need at the moment. So upskilling is a non-negotiable. So the idea is that you're evolving and learning while actively applying for the jobs that you're interested in. So I'm going to just do a quick recap of everything I've said, but keep it short so that it sticks. First, know what job you're interested in. Secondly, get the skills and experiences around that particular job. Take up internships and free gigs to get experience and track record. I'll give you an example with project management. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big company is planning a campaign for maybe a new product launch and you're supposed to be the project manager, because nobody is going to really entrust you with something that big if you don't have experience. So how do you even start? How do you even begin? Project management doesn't necessarily have to be something that big. And I'm using project management as an example because that's something most of us most likely have had to deal with in our everyday life, but it might not seem like it. So you just feel like you don't have experience. If you've had to plan a birthday party for your niece or your nephew, for instance, from the beginning to the end, trying to gather vendors, picking out a list of how many people are going to be in attendance, picking out a venue, all of those things sum up managing a project, and you did that yourself. That is an experience you can harness and add to your CV. If it's also something you've not tried out at all, you can meet people who you know are actively trying to carry out a project and offer to plan their project or manage the project for free. That way, you've done something that you can add to your CV as a project manager, so that when you see a job role and they're saying they need at least 1 to 2 years of experience, you're not completely inexperienced. Those internships and free gigs are going to sum up to your years of experience. You don't necessarily need to work with the big names and to have applied that for it to serve as experience. So feel free to exhaust your options.